Hello. Alrighty. Hello. Welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So, I'm going to be doing a reading. Um, okay. Okay. I'm going to be doing a reading for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Also for your cross watchers. Also for those of us who find ourselves on this channel without any Piscean anything. You're probably an empath and you're probably needing messages from your soul. Okay. Uh, Last night was a long live stream, guys. It was a long one. Oh my gosh. I hope everyone had an amazing 222 portal. I hope. I hope. And just kind of picking the cards, and picking the cards. All right. I asked what this reading was going to be about. And I heard something. This is what I heard. Time to see the truth in their eyes. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. You guys are so sweet. I woke up to a whole bunch of messages and comments and stuff, and you guys are so sweet. Okay, so time to see the truth in their eyes. Okay, it is time for you to be able to see the reality of what it is that's going on between you and whoever this is. It's time. And if you allow yourself to become more cognitive of your effect on people, you might begin to realize that a lot of, and this is not about blaming you, obviously, a lot of the things that people do around you, it's kind of like to impress you. You know what I mean? I don't feel like they need to do all of that, but they clearly do. They clearly feel like they got to impress you. So that's what they do. And I think that's kind of what creates a lot of the issues that you go through with people, right? Card number 44, visions of life beyond death. This is something that happened already. I assume this is someone you know. Okay. This is something that's happened already. The two of you have probably already had interactions. Things have probably already crashed and burned. This might be a friend. This might be an ex. This might be family member. It might be a job, an opportunity. It crashed and burned. And what ended up happening was you needed to see beyond that. And so you did. You had no other option, right? And so you did, and you moved forward. But I'm kind of wondering, was that moving forward more about avoidance of processing what happened? Because sometimes we have the habit of doing that, right? Where we choose to quote unquote move forward, but in reality, all we're doing is avoiding. Card number 17, what is already with you? The answers for whatever it is that you need answers for, it's already within you. The potential, this is intense. I just heard the potentialities for traumas that you need to experience are already within you. So the traumas, and I never thought about this until now, the traumas that you'll experience in life are pre-programmed. And really the things that, like the nuanced details of who you'll experience these traumas with, what the traumas will be, like the way it plays out, that's the nuanced details. Those are what you decide as you go through it. It's kind of like that adventure book when you were a kid, where if you want the main character to go down the road, you go to page 5. If you want the main character to climb up the wall, you go to page 9. You know what I mean? Like that. So what ends up happening is uh, you come across the people who can provide you the experiences that you are somehow maybe subconsciously choosing in order to learn the things you need to learn during that period of your life. And you can't run away from that. You can't run away from that. So it's almost as though this person is a mirror of whatever it is that's going on inside you. And when you look in their eyes, you can see so much, so much. It doesn't even matter what color their eyes are. You can see so much of what's going on within you because this person is quite possibly like a perfect reflection of you. Ooh, I'm just saying. Card number 24, new birth guarded vigilantly. You're growing, you're shifting, you're going through all of these different phases. And what ends up happening is, and I've said this many times before, it's this thing of you think just because you're growing, you're supposed to immediately be more powerful. And it's kind of not like that. And if I'm going to be very blunt, it's hella not like that. It's quite the opposite. As you level up to the next level of dimensional awareness, you become much more raw, much more vulnerable. And it's this thing of feeling very, very weak and overly exposed, possibly even a sense of being incapable of defending yourself, protecting yourself, navigating your life. This sense of not knowing who you are anymore. Like all of these really, really real and raw type of situations. That's what happens when you become level up of awareness, when you level up in awareness. Okay. So it's time for you to realize, in these periods, 80808, 80% at 808. Okay, sorry. It's time for you to become aware of all of these different aspects of you. You're probably wondering, like, why am I so defensive? Like asking yourself, why am I so defensive? Why am I this? Why am I that? Those are important questions to ask. If you don't ask the question, you won't get the answer, right? Even if you have the answer, if you don't know the question, you don't know what the answer is for. I mean, many, many times I've received messages from soul. I have no idea what that means. None. None. And then when I go through something that causes me to question myself, my experiences, my life, then I realize, oh my gosh, my soul was giving me the answer the whole time. My soul was giving me the answer the whole time. There's a lot of things where the answer, before you receive it, you'll have a breakdown. Either you're going to break down the concept, you're going to break down um, that learning, that massive learning, into smaller, more digestible, more easily consumed components, or it could mean a full on emotional breakdown. My relationship with a specific stone is shifting. Over the summer, I had a breakdown, a full on mental breakdown. Why? Was it because I was overworked? Because this, because that? No, it's because of a specific stone. So, why is that important? Because at this point, that specific stone is going to play a massive role in the things to come. It's going to play a massive role for me. And I'm not really someone who has always been all about crystals and this and that. As I've gone through my experiences, I've learned the proper place for crystals in my life. Now, it's not like crystals are something that everyone needs to be into, and I just don't believe that. I don't believe everyone should be into everything that I'm into just because I'm into it. No, you have to pick and choose the things that you're drawn to and what you will do with that sense of being drawn to it. Okay. So, card number 13, power of attraction. So, Michael says to me, listen to what you just said. You get to pick and choose what you're drawn to and what you'll do with that draw. And then this card comes up, right? Power of attraction, bringing to you, calling to you the very things that are necessary for your growth, that are necessary for your development as a person, as a soul, as the individual that you are. These things present you an opportunity to learn something that you haven't yet learned to the degree that you are being presented the opportunity to learn. Now, I know y'all see that card, twin flame card, and everyone's going to be in the comments like, "Oh, I don't want them back in my." Okay, that's fine. How do you know that's the person? How do you know? We don't know, do we? We don't know. So now we have to take a look at what exactly happened. Let's heal that wound. Let's do that today, okay? That's going to be the goal for today. Healing that wound that occurred because you listened to someone else's teachings about this whole concept of twin flames. What happened there? Let's unpack that. What happened there? What hurt you there? You came across someone, you felt something intense, you believe they felt something intense, and then what happened? What exactly happened? You came across the word twin flame. You felt like it explained this draw that another person had. And then you created a story in your head of how this is supposed to play out. You assigned them a role, whether they agreed or not, whether they volunteered or not. You told them, this is what you're going to do for me. And then they did something else. And then you got mad. And then you convinced yourself that they're just running away from you, or that you're the issue, that you're not enough, that, I mean, what happened? Am I telling you your story right now? Maybe it's just a story that you're telling yourself. Something happened. It didn't match up with your expectation. So did they really hurt your feelings, or did you hold on to something that you knew it wasn't working, but you held on and you were willing to martyr yourself? And here's the thing that's the most profound thing. Martyrdom is emotional manipulation. When you allow yourself to hurt and be harmed in order to gain an end result that you want, regardless of what the other person wants, what they've said, the way they've behaved, that's martyrdom. And when you martyr yourself, you are emotionally manipulating another person into compliance with what you expect, what you want. And so Alexandra put abandonment. Did someone tell you how long that person is supposed to be in your life? Did you get a reading and someone told you this person is supposed to be in your life until this year, like a specific year? What if that person was wrong? Is it abandonment if they were never meant to be in your life long term? Well, but how will we know that, Emmy? You don't. So if you don't know that, how can you accuse someone of abandonment? What if this person simply triggered that sense of abandonment in you? I mean, and I'm just speaking in general terms, obviously. Like for me, when I came across a specific person, I remember talking to my friend because she's a therapist of some kind. I don't remember what kind anymore. She's a therapist of some kind. And I distinctly remember um, I was like, this is triggering my abandonment issues. This is really, really triggering my abandonment and rejection sensitivity. And it wasn't that something was happening, it was the knowledge of this person's existence. It was just the knowledge of their existence. Like, oh my gosh. Gotcha. Okay. I was like, oh my gosh. Um, it triggered so much in me. Like, and again, nothing was happening. Nothing was happening. It was just triggering, the proximity was triggering a process within me to begin addressing the trauma that already exists inside me. And because I don't let people close enough to me to trigger these things, Yeah. There's a lot there. There was a lot there. And it's almost like a zit that was being extracted, you know? And um, this specific individual was the extractor. If you guys have never had a facial, that hurts. Facials hurt. Either they use that loop thingy and they just squish the heck out of that area and it hurts, or they use this little pokey thing and they make a poke into your whatever clogged pore before, and that stings too. People think facials are just relaxation, and if you're getting a real facial to truly cleanse your pores, um Ascension is calling me. Who's that? No one has my number. That's weird. Ascension is calling. I'm not even joking. I'm weirded out. I'm like really weirded out. Sometimes what happens is these people, whatever the person is, whoever the person is to you, they're allowed to enter your life at certain moments in order to trigger that extraction. Okay? It's in order to trigger the extraction of the trauma, the whatever needs to be processed. And we get so caught up in people playing specific roles. You know what I mean? They're like playing specific roles. We're volunteering them to be characters in these stories that we've written for ourselves. And in reality, what happens is we hurt our own feelings. That's what happens. That's what happens. There's a potentiality that I hurt my own feelings uh, with that specific individual not having done anything, simply because it was this knowledge of I could bond with you at a really deep level. I could like really, we could be best friends on some other degree of best friendhood. But then one day I might irritate you and then you'll leave, and that will hurt. That will hurt. And I'll feel badly. And then you'll confirm for me how I'm not worth it. I'm not worth the effort of getting to know and befriending long term. So is it really the other person, or is it my own insecurity? Is it someone hurting my feelings, or am I hurting myself? If you don't know how long someone is supposed to be in your life, how could you accuse them of abandoning you? Even parents, biological parents, not all of them are destined to raise their biological children. Sometimes they birth children that they're not capable of raising, simply to serve as a vessel so that child could find the person who can give them the type of experiences they need in this life. It's not always all good either. We have all these preconceived notions of how things are supposed to go, but we never actually take the time to assess, why do we believe this? Why is our expectation this? Where did we hear this from? Where did we learn this? Is this really my thoughts, or did I hear someone say something that just sounded really, really cool? Like, you have no idea, over the years, I've come across people who try and talk like me and say things, and I mean, do you even know what you're talking about? And they usually don't. They usually don't. It's one thing for someone to be interested in the same topics as me and we can have symposium, a very beautiful exchange of thoughts, stance on specific topics. I've had many clients who um, certain things we'll talk about during their sessions, and it'll be like, oh my God, this was such an amazing talk. And I can't have that type of conversation with other people because they're not into that subject matter to the degree that I am. You know what I mean? Um, and it's not about I'm better or anything like that. It's just level of interest. And, are you just regurgitating what you heard? You don't have the same level of interest, but you've assigned me some type of role in your life where you feel like I'm somehow superior, like, oh, I know this, this, and this, and therefore I'm that. So if Emmy is that because she uses these words, I'm going to use these words too. And you don't really know what those words are. That doesn't make you another Emmy. All that does is showcase how little you appreciate who you are and what you bring to the table. That's all that does. And then as you do that and you continue to do that over and over and over for different people in your life, hoping that if you emulate them enough, if you imitate them enough, you'll somehow be more accepted. I don't know about that. I think what ends up happening is you lose your sense of self. You lose the idea that you started with and instead become just an echo of who you once were. Are you a parrot? You know what I've noticed in my journey? The people that I've come across that try to be the quote unquote next Emmy, whatever the hell that means. I don't know why you would want to be me. Um, you want to be the next Emmy? You want to be Emmy? Yeah. Emmy is very heavily followed and harassed by demonic things all day. I mean, it doesn't seem like it. Most people don't realize. People often ask me, like, oh my gosh, Emmy, why does the screen keep flashing? Demonic things are hitting my shield and they're being boomed back. They're percussive booms. They're being knocked over. Yeah. How often have you seen the screen flash when I'm live? Yeah. And those are only the big ones, right? Because my electronics are shielded. Because they're shielded, most of that doesn't come through. You want to be the next Emmy? Be prepared to be possessed. That's what happens to every single one of them. That's literally what happens. Anyone who's been with me for any length of time, you have seen people come and go. Have you ever asked yourself why? It's usually the ones who are the most vocal, right? Like the most vocal. I think that period of my life is pretty much done, but way back when, it was the ones who were the most vocal of, I love her so much. She is the way, the life, the truth. Like, y'all are just calm down. Calm down. They get possessed because they go from, I love her to, I could be her to, I'm going to be her. I just need to get rid of her. I'm not tripping for real. Start your own channel, speak your truth. We all can do this. No big deal. I'm not here to amass followers. Anyone who really knows me knows, like, I would really prefer to be as obscure as I possibly can be. I have no interest. I have no personal interest in becoming a celebrity of any kind. I love a quiet life where nobody knows me. I'm an observer. I don't like to be front and center. So what does that mean? I'm the way I am because it's who I am. That's why it's hard to breach me. It's not impossible, but it's hard to breach me because I'm not interested in being anyone else. I'm not interested in forcing people to stay in my life when they feel it's time to go. even if they don't communicate it. I'm not interested. When you're here, you're welcome. When you're not, I hope you're having fun. And that's how my life is. I cannot hold on to people just because I want to hold on to you. That's not to say that I don't feel sadness if people that I'm, growing close to walk away. That's not to say that. There have been a few people. It's not a lot, but a few who when they walked away, it was devastating. It was devastating, but I'm not going to stop you from walking away. You have to live your life. You have to make your choices. You have to be in control of you. And I can't sit here and pretend to love you if I can't honor that. Your need to be somewhere that I'm not. So when you say this person is your counterpart, that they hurt you because they left and you love them, is that love or is that ownership? Really unpack this wound, really empty out everything from that luggage. That luggage is falling apart already. It really, really is. You've been dragging it with you everywhere. How many years have you been holding on to this concept of this person belongs to you? How dare they choose something else? Because at the end of the day, a lot of people's concepts of twin flames, the basics of it. How dare you choose anything outside of me? You're mine. I had this man who was creepy. He was like really, really creepy. He had the vibe of Debo from Friday. From Friday, he had the vibe of Debo. And like he would come on the live stream and he would call me like beloved or something like that. I don't remember. He would call me something weird. And I would always be like, ew, who is he talking to? I wouldn't interact with him. And then one day I forgot what he said, but I was done feeling creeped out by him. Um, and so I finally banned him. And then he privately messages me because I banned him from my business page. He privately messages my personal profile and he's something like, beloved, I know you know our connection. Why do you run from me? What? What? Who are you? You got banned because I recognize that's a demonic type of connection. You're trying to dominate my energy in every live stream. He's trying to push his energy towards me so that I could feel it. And what? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I don't know if maybe I am the only one who feels this way or if other people feel this way naturally, where the moment anyone tries to force me to connect to a degree that I am not already organically choosing to connect, it really grosses me out. It really grosses me out. And I will avoid you like I will avoid you. I will avoid you. And it's not me playing hard to get. It's me being disgusted that you would think that it's okay to do that to someone else. And I'm wondering if these are things we need to consider about our behavior. Are we low key doing this to other people? I have so much moisturizer on my face. It's crazy. Okay, card number 18, spirals of manifestation. Allowing yourself to recognize you're manifesting the things you're going through, right? Causation, effect. For every cause you choose, you will be harvesting the effects. Causation, effect. What causation did you select that led to the effect that hurt your feelings tremendously? Matthew says, soul has been telling me to unpack. This is some work. I don't know I can do that all at once, but I will give it a go. So the last trip that I took, the luggage is still on the floor in my room. The luggage is still on the floor in my room. That's okay. Yesterday I went through it because I needed to find something. It'll be there for as long as I choose not to work on it. That's okay. Things like that used to really irk me. It used to be something where it's like, oh my God, it's still there. No one's doing anything. And I'm over here like, you know, it's there. And when I get tired of it being there, I will put it away. It's there. And what's the big deal? Have you been conditioned? Have you been conditioned your entire life to stuff things aside, sweep it under the rug? As long as no one else can see it, it's all good. I'm learning that luggage can sit there until I am good and ready to unpack everything. And it's not just sitting there closed, zip shut. It's open. It is open. And and that's a beautiful thing because it took several weeks for me to open that. I couldn't figure out where I had put something. And I was like, oh my gosh, did I bring that with me when we went somewhere? And that's when I opened it. And it's been sitting open for a couple months now. And at some point, I will put it away. But that's my choice. That's my choice. And if I don't like that, then I need to do something about that. I need to do something about that. My husband and I had been talking about how we almost never unpack. We move so much. It's freaking ridiculous. I don't know if you guys noticed. Whenever you see a new background, it's probably because we've moved again. We move so much. And it's almost this thing of, we were talking about how we don't unpack because it's a form of self-protection, you know? Why grow roots only to be uprooted again? And these are choices that we're making. These are choices that we are consciously making. Are you trying to protect yourself from your life in that way where why unpack when we're just going to be uprooted again? Oh my gosh, Christy K, you've only moved once from the home you grew up. And where did you move? Right next door. Damn, what's that like? What's that like? Oh my gosh. That's so foreign to me. I bet that's amazing. I bet that's amazing to really like just be present in all of that, you know? Faith in the process in reverse. It's this thing of not having faith in your own process. It's one thing to question yourself. That's fine. You can question yourself. That's actually healthy to question. But when you're given the confirmation by your soul, and then you're like, again, a couple hours later, soul, can you confirm? And then again, soul, can you confirm? And then again, soul, can you? That's not a question anymore. That's full on doubt. It's full on doubt. And the thing is that maybe what you're going through, this cycle of doubt, self doubt, has more to do with cultivating an opportunity, a potentiality to ripen your faith into a knowing, to go from a faith and a trusting into a full on gnosis. What Jesus preached about was gnosis. He was not agnostic, he was a Gnostic. He was a Nazarene. He was an Essene. And they believed in Gnosticism, this knowing that your connection with divinity is hardwired into you. Okay, hold up. Let me check. There's something about crypto. Let me just check. Hold on. Hold the phone. Okay, you stable. Sorry. Card number 2, inner trust. It's in reverse. So what does that mean? That you don't trust yourself. You don't trust yourself. You don't trust your soul. That's okay. You're in a process. You're not broken. You're going through a process of rediscovering why you can trust yourself. Okay. See? See what I'm saying? You went from this upside down inner trust to this upright trust yourself. It's a process. It is a process. You're just in a process. And it's like we turn what is supposed to be a process into the end all be all. It's just a process. It's no big deal. It's no big deal. This is important. This is important. Matthew says, I don't like messes, but I'm partnered with a messy pile type. I have never had a place for everything, but I try. Move many places and will make more moves for sure. The first portion. I don't like messes, but I am partnered with a messy pile type. This is huge. You know why it's huge? I don't like messes either. For a very long time, I was a total neat freak, germaphobe, all of that. Like, it was a serious issue. I was developing OCD, like clinical level OCD. One day I realized my need to control my exterior, my environment. The reason I don't like messes is because it's an external reminder of my internal conflict, chaos, mess. Internally, I'm a messy person. I'm wondering the concept of I'm partnered with a messy pile type. Are you looking for your partner to solve your problems? That you have volunteered them, you have selected them to play this role in your life, and they don't want to. They're being who they are. And it's not about right or wrong or any of that. It's just about realizing some of the things that we're thinking about without realizing what we're thinking about. The statement of I have never had a place for everything. Do you feel displaced within your own life? And that's why you need a place for everything, but there's no place for everything in a home you live in, because maybe that's not the home you're supposed to live in. Mental home, emotional home. But I try. That sentence of but I try. A 3-word sentence that tells me so much. That tells me, but I try. I always fail, but I keep trying. So please, 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 please be patient with me. Please don't be so quick to toss me away. Please, I'm trying. I'm trying, but I try. I keep failing. I know I'm failing your expectation, but I try. Please, please see that I'm trying. See, people will read what you wrote and they'll take it at face value. And I read what you wrote and I hear exactly what you're saying. Exactly what your soul is trying to say. See, and then you write, I just want them to be a partner. But what's your concept of a partner? Your other half, your better half, the person who will hold you up when you can't stand. I think you have a lot of internal introspection to do, not because you're broken, but because you finally need to know who you are and where you are within your concept of self. It's time. It's really, really time. It's time for us to begin recognizing the ways in which we dance around the very thing we need to actually address. I still do this. Don't get me wrong. The reason I'm aware of this is because I'm actively in the process of understanding why I do this. It's not because I'm broken. It's not because anything people are going to think about, things pertaining to pathology. I'm not a diseased mind. I'm not any of those things. Oh, this is the reason. Because I refuse to listen. So the card is listening for truth, card number 636, but it's in reverse. So I'm not listening. I heard no lie there. That was all truth. Half the time I don't listen. That's okay. I'm aware of who I am and what I do. Half the time I don't listen. That's why I struggle through so much. That's something I chose. If I struggle, it's because I chose that. It's because I chose a causation that led to a struggle filled effect. And that's no one else's fault. I don't even need to blame myself. I just need to take ownership of the decisions that led to the things that I didn't like. Once we begin to exit out of the blaming and, all of that, we can really begin to empower ourselves. But until then, you're going to keep going through the same cycles. You're going to keep, oh, what was the title? Hold on. Michael is showing me this like looking at yourself in the mirror and you're wearing contact lenses. Um, time to see the truth in their eyes. When was the last time you actually looked at yourself? Were you wearing contacts? Were you? Sometimes, um, I'll wear contacts. I don't really like to. I need glasses to see all the time. But I don't. I don't wear them most of the time because I don't like things on my face. And so, about 2 years ago, I was told to wear contacts. And I'm not sure why I selected them. I wasn't thinking about it. I had reverted back to 18-year-old me. And it was just 2 years ago. So clearly I'm in my 40s. I reverted back to my 18-year-old me. And I automatically chose gray contacts. And it created this entire thought, this whole process of like, why did I do that? I should have just got clear. Why did I get gray? Because I used to wear gray contacts. And it's this thing of, why did I wear gray contacts? Because I didn't see the beauty in such dark eyes. I felt like I couldn't possibly be seen as beautiful or, attractive if I didn't look quote unquote exotic, right? You're 18, you have these weird ass concepts of what's beautiful. And my concept of beautiful was something that I would never be. Actually, it was the opposing polarity of what I am. My concept of beautiful was light eyes and extremely fair skin, a very delicate Anglo nose with a perfect slope and a delicate tip. And it's this thing of, why did I think that? I, for some reason, allowed myself to accept the programming that I grew up with. I come from a country of people that was colonized. The standard of beauty for my people is it's not even us. Yeah. It's yeah. The concept of a beautiful woman is nothing that I'm ever going to be. Why is that okay? Because it's not. It's not. And at 18, I thought that in order for me to have some type of value that was observable externally, I needed to wear colored contacts. And in this moment, I was thinking about, because Michael shows me a person looking in the mirror wearing colored contacts. And the title of today's reading, Time to See the Truth in Their Eyes. And how can you see the truth when you have a plastic layer over your eyes? And then came this thing of, because I'm always trying to make excuses, right? And then came this thing of, well, not everyone wears contacts to hide. Some people like it for the aesthetics because it makes the makeup pop. But then at the same time, it's like, so then the only valuable type of aesthetic is one that's so absolutely foreign to what I am, who I am, what I look like. So then that still exists as a valid thing of when you alter parts of yourself, that's a part of you that was conditioned to believe that you as you are organically is not enough. Is that the truth? Or is that your truth as you so mistakenly choose it to be? Because it took me quite some time to realize I'm not even interested in being attractive to people. I want people to leave me alone. I just want people to leave me alone. Get out of my inbox. Fuck out of here with that shit. Yeah, that's the very reason I don't have Messenger like on my phone. I don't get notifications because fuck that. And here's the thing though. As I've stepped deeper into my own waters, because I had a fear of drowning, right? As I stepped deeper into my own waters, I realized the water feels really amazing. It feels really amazing. It's just the perfect temperature, not too hot, not cold at all. It's a really good feeling. But my water is not like yours. Does that mean my water is not valuable? No, it just means my ears have probably dried out. I need to go under the surface of the water. I need to swim deeply. I need to breathe in my truth. And maybe you're uncomfortable in your environment as you are because you are a fish flopping around on land, having all the land dwellers tell you that you're being weird, that you need to sprout some legs. Maybe you were designed to swim. It's a lot more efficient to swim with a fin and tail than it is arms and legs. Maybe you're in the wrong environment, and the environment you're in is further perpetuating all of these ugly beliefs that they need you to believe in order for you to never realize how ridiculously potent you are in your most natural state. I came to terms with myself years ago. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea because I'm fucking vodka. Burn all the way down. And I promise you, as much as it burns all the way down, you're going to come back for another shot. You're going to keep coming back until you're drunk off of me. And then I'm going to tell you you can dance. I'm just saying. I'm not tea. I'm not tea. And if people want tea, they shouldn't go and get a bottle of vodka because I'm clearly labeled. I mean, you don't look at me and see like, oh, this is going to be like a nice little show, isn't it? Mm-mm. Uh-uh. Nope. Because now I'm not going to play a role for anyone. And I'm not going to ask to play a role for me either. I'm just not. I'm not. I'm not going to do either of those things. You either come to me as a real person and allow me to be the real person that I am, or part ways. There's plenty of people in this world who will play that game with you. Go find one of them. And people don't like it when you don't play along. Did someone tell you have to care? Did someone tell you that you have to care what someone else outside of you doesn't like? I remember one of the defining moments, because I used to work for several makeup companies, right? I was a freelance makeup artist for a while. And during that time that I was wearing colored contacts, I was wearing it for the makeup looks, but I realized I was just insecure in the fact that my eyes were not some exotic color, right? My eyes were just very, very dark. They've gotten lighter over the years, but you pretty much can't see my pupil. So here's the thing. I was wearing colored contacts working one day, and this girl comes up to me, and she must have been like in her early 20s or maybe late teens. And she comes up to me and she goes, "Oh my God, you're so pretty. I want my baby to look like you. What are you mixed with?" What? What are you mixed with? What do you mean? What? She's like, you're half something, right? You're biracial? Well, I'm pretty sure, I'm run of the mill Filipino. We are a mixed people, like, what do you mean? Yeah, no, I didn't even look like myself anymore. She's like, no, you're not. You're Asian. Was that not okay? Yeah. She's like, but where did you get your eyes? Lens crafters. I got them from lens crafters. They were having a sale. I got them from lens crafters. That's such a testament to the way the world is. You're only beautiful if you're not yourself. After that, I stopped wearing those lenses. And I still distinctly remember. She's like, oh my, but you're like so pretty. Are you fucking telling me that Asians are not pretty unless they wear contacts? Girl, I know what kind of fluoride water you be drinking. I think you gotta stop talking to me. Yeah, but you're so pretty. Oh my god, you're so pretty for an Asian. Bitch, are you serious right now? Are you serious right now? Are you really saying this shit to me right now? Like what? Oh girl, she's mixed with vodka, chili sauce, and a splash of lemon. Oh, I'll take that shot. I don't drink at all. I don't drink at all. So I will sip some of that though. Ooh, that sounds so good. Vodka, chili sauce. Is it like a slightly sweet chili sauce? Like what kind of chili are we talking? Okay, you guys got to see Annie's comment. Tell me that doesn't sound good. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, my cousins over up north, they be knowing what to do with chilies. I'm going to have some Thai food today. I'm just saying. That's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to have some tom yum because it's spicy and it has that lemony, like lemongrass, and then they put lime in it. This place that I go to. That's my plan for today. Let's just pull a couple more cards and then I got to get going. Matthew says, was she looking for a surrogate? She was, sriracha's good though. If you take some sriracha, you saute it with some tamari and some brown sugar and some rice vinegar, and you just like whisk it in a saucepan, let it caramelize a little bit, and then you add some rice noodles to that. I'm sorry. That sounded so bad. I just forgot. I'm sorry, people listening on the podcast. Oops. But if you do that, it's really, really good. It's really, really good. I haven't tasted it because it has rice, but the smells of it, I make that for my family sometimes. Now, I think today I'm just going to go to sleep after sessions and stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. You need to look at yourself in the eyes. You need to really see where you are within your life, within yourself. You need to let yourself become aware of how much you've allowed the world and your life, and most likely your family, to cause you to become confused about who you are. You are a good person. That's a statement. There's no need to explain any further. You are a good person. Let yourself accept it. Just let yourself accept it. So if you guys were to take the Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A and just squirt some sriracha in it, I mean, you're welcome. Try it. And you're welcome. That sweet, spicy heat. Oh, I'm just saying. Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A mixed with some sriracha. Ooh, ooh. And the more Emmy-licious your attitude, the more sriracha in that ratio. I'm just saying. You can thank me later. Let me know in the next live stream if you've done it. And let me know how it is. You can eat that with chicken. You could use it as a dipping sauce, whatever you want. It do for you. Card number 11, Pluto transformation. Did I say Pluto or something else? I said Pluto, right? Well, Pluto is sometimes a Pluto, okay? Let me just people living deeply have no fear of death. Thank you, Anais. Is that what it is? Are you afraid to no longer exist as you are? Ooh, Lisa, hey boo. One of these days, I'm just gonna have a live stream where I just call everyone boo, and it's like, hey boo, ooh, dolphin dreams, what's up, boo? Hey, do you run a store? Do you have a store, Dolphin Dreams? Sorry, I just got focused for a second. Oh my god, probably not. Probably not. There's this store. I think it's somewhere in like Walnut Creek, I think. Walnut Creek, California. It's called Dolphin Dreams. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. So Pluto transformation. Pluto, the smallest outermost planet in our solar system, probably carries the most weight. It's the planet of extremes. Ooh. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, the unseen. Okay. Let's see. Pluto is an extremely powerful energy and brings on significant life changes. It's the higher octave of Mars. So Mars, higher octave of Mars. Oh my god, that's so much internal destruction. It also carries a force of oppression with it. It governs renewal and rebirth. It brings to the surface things that have been hidden or felt deep inside. I think someone is coming to you. Oh, you're from Concord? Hey. I sometimes used to drive to Concord just to go to their oh my god, how did I forget the name of the store? Chow King. Oh my god. If you're in an area that has a Chow King, okay, you have to get the black jelly drink with a side of taho. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Whew. Oh, you're from Fremont? I used to go to school at Ohlone. Oh my gosh, you guys are Bay Area people. I'm just saying, this is amazing. I love it when Bay Area people come on my live. I love it. I love it. I love it. Did you ever go to the Coliseum Theater? Have you ever watched movies at the Coliseum Theater over in Oakland? I'm just saying, would you say that I'm slightly, just a little sprinkle, a sprinkle of Oaklandish? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Okay. So Pluto can be like a tower collapsing in your life. That's fine. Pluto, Pisces is just sick of you. Okay. Pluto, you and Mercury, y'all can just get the F out of here. Pluto and Mercury, we're all sick of you. This planet, oh sorry. What was this? Let's see. This dwarf planet tends to inspire unwelcome surprises. Pluto can be like a tower collapsing in your life. Ugh, a life from which you must rebuild from debris and also inspiration. Many things you have relied upon for always being there may suddenly disappear or leave. More than anything else, Pluto represents endings and beginnings. It's not a card of physical death per se. Since our lifetime, we experience many deaths and new starts. So that's kind of like the theme for this like death and renewal. You know what I mean? Um, if you're in a relationship that's been difficult, it will either end or it will deepen and become more fulfilling. Gosh, this is going to be a period that's very, very intense. Like very, very intense. Very intense. And you're going to need to make sure that you prepare yourself, okay? Martha, am I your only Asian friend? You don't know what choking is? Well, not all Asians know about Chowking. All Filipinos do, though. I'm going to be your Filipino friend. I'm going to teach you about all sorts of Filipino stuff. Yes, you have to go to Chowking first and foremost. You have to get those things. And then, and then, if you haven't already, you're going to need to go ahead and find a place that makes you halo halo, okay? And after you have halo halo, you're going to have to try pancit. And then you're also going to have to try lumpia. After that, those are just the introductory. After that, then you're going to have to dive deep into the actual culture and you're going to have to try like adobo, dinuguan, and things like that. Don't listen to any Asian that tells you dinuguan is chocolate stew because it's not. There's no chocolate involved in the making of dinuguan. Okay? There's none of that chocolate stuff in there. It looks like chocolate, but it is not. It is not. But it tastes good. It tastes good. I can't eat it anymore, but I used to love it as a child. I remember that. Oh, you may become upset concerning something about your past that turns out not to be what you always thought. See, I'm wondering if you're going to realize you have misjudged a person. You've totally misjudged them, and it's not what you thought. You created an entire story for yourself. You hurt your own feelings. Your own feelings. You know what I'm saying? Oh my gosh. So you've had two other Filipino friends. What is wrong with them not teaching you about Chowking? They should have shared that with you. Are you still friends with them? Are you still friends with them? Because if you are, you need to tell them, like, why are you holding back? Why are you keeping secrets? What kind of friendship is this? I need to tell them to like show you the good stuff. Oh my God, ube. Shit. Okay, don't get me started on ube. It's a purple yam. You gotta have some ube. That's gonna be your assignment, okay? First and foremost, Martha, you're gonna need to go to those two friends, and you need to ask them why they never told you about the good stuff, and then you need them to direct you to where the ube is, and take a picture of it. Email it to me. Email it to me, okay? I can't eat ube anymore, but I will. If you guys can do me a favor. So one of the things that I'm capable of doing. People thought I was weird when I said this. There's a lot of things that I can no longer eat because my body is just being a total bitch about it. My body is being a total bitch about it. So, okay, if you can just go ahead and just eat some food that I can't have that's really, really yummy. I can't have dairy, any grains, anything that tastes good that other humans eat. I can't eat that. So, you go ahead and eat that and think of me intensely. But you guys have to do it on a schedule because I don't want to get all the flavors messed up. If you eat something and you think of me really, really intensely as you eat it, I can taste it. I'm just saying. You want to hook your girl up, just eat some stuff, okay? Not nasty stuff, just like good stuff. I will create a list if y'all want to be part of this. If y'all want to be part of this, I'm serious. I will create a list and we'll do this. I love yams too. I can have yams. Okay, card number 43, lunar eclipse change. Three things cannot be long hidden: the sun, the moon, and the truth. Ooh, 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 ooh. Mm. Mm-hmm. Eclipses can bring on times which seem shadowy and disordered, but they are not necessarily bad and should not be viewed as such. When this comes up in a reading, dramatic changes are in store. Such changes will likely be unexpected ones, the kind that might seem hard or will take some special effort on your part. I'm kind of done with the special effort part. Just like let it happen. Just let it happen. Don't fight it. Let it happen. Don't fight it. Oh, y'all, I should give my brother will kill me. I should give you guys the recipe for Hawaiian barbecue. Mm, 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 mm. I'm just saying. Fuck the reading. Let's talk about food. I'm saying? Let's talk about food. No, 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 no. Oh, we twinning, Matthew? Dairy, soy, wheat, oat. Oats F me up. People are like, oh, just eat oatmeal. It's a complex carb. No, it makes me feel sick after 5 minutes. It causes my glucose to crash. What's wrong with you? You trying to kill me? I can't do oats. Oh my! Oh! That's the first one. You guys, please go to McDonald's and go get some oatmeal cookies. Yes, I love their oatmeal cookies. I'm done. I'm gonna pull one card from Kali, and then we're done. Okay, that's the first thing. McDonald's oatmeal cookies. McDonald's oatmeal cookies. And then I'm gonna need one of you guys to go to Maggiano's. I'm gonna need one of you to go to Maggiano's and please just have the beef medallions. Potato. I can't have potato. Someone please eat fries. Please go to Red Robin and get bottomless fries. Dip it in that buzzard sauce because I can't have that either. It's just bullshit. And if one of you can just drink a cup of soy sauce, down some rice, I think that's bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm just going to have to express myself right now. I think it was the most bullshit plan to have me born Asian in a fully immersed traditional Asian culture and have me allergic to rice and soy sauce. What kind of bullshit is that? I'm just saying. What the fuck? That's all the food I eat. Now I can't even eat that. Oh, you wonder why I'm so grumpy all the time. Because I can't eat soy sauce and rice. It's just bullshit. Who does that? Who does that? Who does that? Oh, I think it would be funny. Make her Asian. Oh, let's make her allergic to rice and soy sauce. Fucking bullshit. I don't know whose idea that was. I'm filing a grievance. Okay. Bhuvaneswari. Her face is my feeling right now. Garlic bread and aioli. I'm just saying. God. Fucking butter. With some butter. Slather that shit. Let me stop. I gotta stop because my feelings are starting to get hurt. Like for real. I'm starting to get really upset. And I feel like I'm gonna cry. Because that's bullshit. The fuck? Like who? Who does that? Card number 19. Our cosmic mother is a light bringer, the sun and moon, the light of renewal and healing. She is a divine voice, the sound of creation. sublime note that births a golden era. Hers is a capacity to create a clean slate and a fresh start. She is hope and she is a rising. She protects and preserves that which is worthy of the heart. She shines in a perpetual state of divine beauty and radiance, reigniting our creative fires and attracting to us the most supportive and honoring circumstances. Her presence signifies utmost grace. Mm, okay. She is fourth of the Mahavidya wisdom goddesses, is colored like the rising sun with a crescent moon at her brow. She is the goddess of abundance and the kind priestess that provides a pathway to healing and fulfillment. I would be really fulfilled if I could eat rice. I'm so serious. Y'all need to start praying for me to have rice. We need to have a prayer group. I need my prayer warriors to start praying for that. And please, no one bring up anything about rice cauliflower, okay? Like, just don't insult me. That's not rice. I do eat that though. That's not rice. I know it's quinoa. I can't even have quinoa anymore. I'm fucked up over food. I can't continue. I gotta go. I gotta go. I don't even want a spa day. I'm not even gonna eat today. Fuck it. Fuck food. I'm gonna eat. I'm just having a tantrum. This is just bullshit. It's bullshit. Y'all need to pray for me to be able to eat rice. At least just one time. At least just one time. Someone's like, what happens to you when you eat rice? I get fucked up. This is what happens. My body reads rice as gluten, and I got knocked out. No joke. Like chloroform. I'm not joking. You want to kidnap me? Just like sprinkle some gluten in my food. I have knocked the F out within maybe 3 to 5 minutes. However long it takes to enter my bloodstream. It doesn't even take a whole hour. In like 3 to 5 minutes, I'll be like, and then I'll wake up and my belly will be super swollen for like 4 or 5 days. Like it'll be hard to walk. It'll be hard to sit. Everything. Lovely. See, it couldn't be enough to just be like, I feel a little bit bubbly. No, that wasn't enough. My soul had to be like, make sure she almost dies. So that she steers clear of it. Make sure. We can't do half-ass reactions. It has to be full on, like, you will be compromised, you will be taken. You know? So, all right, guys. I hope you have an amazing life today and every day. And I hope that the wisdom of today's reading is something that will help guide you through the rest of the day. I'm sorry that I ended up having a total shitty attitude over food. I don't know who brought up food, but are you happy? Okay, I gotta go. I will be back tomorrow though, and I'll be doing a reading. I'm live every day, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am live. I do readings. What is tomorrow? Thursday? Maybe I can do expedites in the evening where it's just going to be cards and scans. We will see. But if you guys could please give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate that. If you haven't already, please subscribe, turn on that notification bell. If you are listening from a podcast app, please keep streaming me and follow, like, whatever it is you guys are supposed to do, and share it out. I will see you guys again very, very soon. Bye, everyone.